Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Please excuse my nails. If you watched my last week's cash stuffing, October cash stuffing number 5, I'm filming this on the same day as that, and yes, I know my nails are jacked. Yes, I need to get them fixed, but I'm in a rush today, but I'm trying to get some stuff done, so I just haven't had time to mess with them. So this is what we're working with. What we're doing today is our debt payoff update for the month of October, and you guys, we did so good this month. I'm so stinking proud of us. We met and exceeded all of my expectations. We still got a few things to tweak, a few things to work on, but so much better than the month of September. If you watched my September debt payoff update, you know it was a hot mess. This month, so much better. So let's get into it. We started the month with $55,169.48 in debt. That is higher than our beginning debt balance because if you watched that video, you know in the month of September, we increased our debt by about $145. In the month of October, we did pay $2,454.49 to debt. This was with our $850 snowball payment, which we did exceed the goal. My goal was to have $850 in a snowball. We ended up coming up with a $1,350. But if you watched my last cash stuffing video of October, you'll know that we don't have an emergency fund. We've always just used our sinking funds as an emergency fund. And my husband and I decided that as we're working on decreasing our debt, we also want to start a true blue emergency fund and get that funded as well. So even though it's not the true Dave Ramsey way, this is what's working for us. It's really motivating us actually to get an emergency fund while continuing to pay off our debt. So we're sticking with it. It's working for now. And I will say that when I first started this journey, I always thought that making weekly payments would motivate me more. But having that stupid little paper envelope that I put this money in every single week and then making that large payment at the end of the month was so incredibly motivating. Now, when I get to some of these larger debts down here at the bottom, I do think that I'm going to switch to making weekly payments because I can't stay stagnant too long. And I know with some of these larger numbers, not seeing that progress in the balance more often is going to kind of demotivate me a little bit. So I am probably going to switch the method that I use later on in our journey, but for right now, it's working out great. So let's start off. Our platinum number 2 stayed at a 0 balance, which is great. I've had this card since I was 20 years old and it's never stayed at a 0 balance for a full month. So I'm really excited about that. That was a huge win for me this month. For Kohl's, we did pay our minimum payment of $27. We did have interest charges of $18.16, and our ending balance was $885.94. Now, I'm going to pull out my debt update from September, and you'll see under Kohl's, our interest charges were $18.36. Our interest only went down 20 cents, you guys. How crazy is that? It goes down 20 cents a month if you make the minimum payment. I am so excited because after we get rid of this platinum number 1, I'm going to get rid of this card. And I'm so excited because I think that's so ridiculous that it only goes down 20 cents a month. It's insane. For our medical bill, we paid the minimum of $165, and that lowered the balance to $1336.88. So we are under that $1,500 mark. Platinum number 1, which was our target debt. You guys, we made an $875 payment. That is so stinking exciting. Our total interest charges were $50.68, and our new balance for this card is $1,013.98. Now, I did have a goal in September, at the end of September, to have this card under $1,000 by the end of November, but I'm just shy of that by $14. I'm still considering it a win because $875 paid towards that card is so exciting. And I'm so happy about it. So I'm going to take it as a win. I'm not upset about that at all. We paid the minimum on Best Buy of $47. We had interest charges of $45.39. And our new balance is $1,944.73. Quicksilver number 1, we paid the minimum of $62. Now guys, this card is hurting us a little bit. So a couple of these cards actually have subscriptions coming off of them every month, and I didn't even realize we still had some of these subscriptions. So yeah, I don't really know what happened with this card again, but $151.79 were our interest and charges. So this balance went up, and it's the only balance that went up. It's now $2,084.08. So yeah, I have to sit down and go through all of the subscription charges and get them off of these cards. I didn't even know we still had some of these subscriptions. I need to cancel some of them because we don't use them. Some of them we won't cancel because we do use them. My goal is, as we pay off this debt, that we can move all of our subscriptions to that monthly income that we get on the first of every month. So that way I don't have to worry about it. It's just taken care of. So yeah, that's my goal. It might take me a couple of months to get to that point, but this is not okay. So I gotta figure out what happened here because I'm not entirely sure. The lawyer, we paid the minimum $100. So this is now under $3,000. Yay! This balance is now $2,988. The shed payment, we paid $226.70. The rental fee is, ooh, that was bad, $133.33. Our new balance is $3,402.78. Y'all know that I hate this debt, but it is going to get paid off with our tax return in 2022. Both my husband and I have a roundabout idea of what our tax return is going to be, and this is the first thing going, you guys. I know in true snowball you would just continue to, we would pay Kohl's and then, go down the list, but no, we're skipping a few and we're getting rid of this because that is ridiculous. Quicksilver number 2, we paid the minimum $135. We had interest charges of $115.70, and our new balance is $4,021.91. Our dental bill, we paid the minimum $176.79, and the new balance is $4,596.42. The mower, I'm sorry I'm breathing so hard. I just ran in here from outside, so I'm trying to get this done, you guys. I'm really sorry. The mower, we paid the minimum $140. Our new balance is $5,961.60. And the car payment, we paid $500. And our charges, well, our interest was $143.26, and our new balance is $25,111. So we paid the total of $2,454.49. We had total interest and charges of $621.58, which, you guys, like, we went from 2,820 to 621. That is awesome. And so we actually made a dent in our debt this month, and our new ending balance is $53,347.32. You guys, we even went under our starting balance, so that is a positive change in our debt of $1,634.44. So that calls for a green highlighter, which mine is dying, but still. This actually ended up being 3% of our debt paid off, which that is so cool. 3% of our debt that we don't have to worry about anymore. I can't wait to watch that number grow because it is so exciting. I do have some goals for the month of November, but before I get into those, I did want to show you a couple things really quickly. So I'll link all of the Etsy shops that I bought these things from down below. I did order a couple of spreadsheets. I'm obsessed with Google Sheets right now, so I did order a couple of downloadable Google Sheets. This one is from Mom Money Map on Etsy, and this is a debt calculator on 10/1 based on what our starting balances were for everything as of October 1st. If we paid just the minimum payment, no extra at all, we would be debt-free in April of 2025. Now, barring, that's with no additional charges on them either, which we've already proven we're having troubles with. But it'd be April 2025 before we became debt-free. With just that extra $850 payment, we knocked off 2 whole months, you guys. 2 whole months, February of 2025. And that's just making the minimum payments. So for those who aren't necessarily big believers in the snowball method, it does work. It's going to work for us. We're super excited about it. So we're just going to continue with the momentum. This, again, I'll have this linked down below, but I just love this. I know that there are free versions online, but none that I can come back to where, and leave it where I was at with it and not have to start over. So that's why I purchased one. Plus, just to support, some other small businesses out there. I'm big on that. So, this is also from Low Mills here on YouTube. This is from her Etsy shop. This is just showing, these were our starting balances in October, our balances that will be, in effect November 1st, and then 3% of our debt paid off. I love this little chart. I can't wait to watch that little green guy grow. So, very excited about this. 1634. You guys, we did so good. And then the last thing that I'm going to share with you guys before I get to our November goals, this is excuse me. Oh. Excuse me. So this is a principle on my Etsy shop. that I will also have linked down below. This is what I'm going to be used to track my progress on platinum number 1. I'm going to go ahead and color it in with you guys now because I'm super excited. We get to color in 44 icons. So I'm just using highlighters because it's quicker and I'm really bad at coloring, so don't judge. But you guys, I am so excited about this. This process of starting my YouTube channel and documenting this journey has been so much more exciting and even more helpful than I thought it would be. Like, I know a lot of budgeters come on here and talk about how this is a way to keep them accountable. And if you don't film videos about your budget, like, you really don't know how true that is. My husband wanted to dip into a sinking fund this past week for something that it wasn't meant for. And it was going to be a really big purchase. And I was like, no, we can't. I can't do that. And he was like, why not? And I was like, because I'll have to explain to YouTube what happened. And it seems so stupid and trivial. Like, you know, you don't really care what people on the internet think of you. But at the same time, like, to come on here and film your mistakes, to sit here and go over, like, this is what I did wrong, and to say you're not going to do it again, you know, it makes you really want to stick to that, because there are people watching who, you know, aren't necessarily counting on you, but you don't want to disappoint them either, you know? You want people to be happy. You want that support system. And that support system just, it really does help so much. You guys have no idea. Every comment makes me smile, even the ones with, like, constructive criticism. Like, I really just appreciate everything that you guys do, because it is awesome. So 44 icons filled in based on the progress we made this month. So guys, we're almost halfway through. I'm really stoked to see this colored in. If you're interested, I do have other trackers on my Etsy shop. This is the one that I did for platinum number 2. So I'm very excited to continue to color this in. Now, as far as our November goals, I am still going to be kind of conservative with our goals, because what I've learned this month is that if I can set a realistic goal for myself, it makes me want to exceed that goal so much more. So if I were to set, like, an unrealistic goal, it would really actually demotivate me, because in my mind I'm going to be like, oh man, I'll never meet this, you know. It's that negative voice in your head. So our November goals do include having an $800 snowball. You know, we really did exceed that number this month, but my income is strictly commission based, and I never know where we're going to be at this time of the year income wise. So I am really just trying to stay conservative, just because of that. And then, like I said, if we do exceed that, then, you know, the better we'll be for it. So I'm going to try like heck to exceed that. But if we don't, if I just meet this goal, I'll still be ecstatic. So $800 snowball. I want platinum number 1 under $250. My stretch goal is to have platinum number 1 completely paid off in November. But again, just trying to stay conservative. I'm not super sure how that's going to go. So we will see. If I can pay this card off in November, though, I'm going to do it. So total debt. Under $51,000. So yeah, I'm really hoping by the end of the year that we'll be under 50,000 completely. I do think that we can do that, so I'm just going to continue working and, pushing for that. Um, but obviously, with the holidays coming up, that does make it a little bit more difficult. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm really hopeful. My husband and I are dedicated, so we'll see how it goes. Um, Man, you guys, it was such a good month. Like, this was just such a positive thing. This was exactly what I needed to see to just keep us motivated, keep us going, and I'm so excited. So, um, it's really awesome. It's insane. Now, our first mortgage payment is due November 1st. I am not going to add our mortgage to this though. So, number one, my husband and I are not focusing on paying off our mortgage for the time being. We're actually really not even focusing on paying off the mower or the car. We're taking this kind of in phases. So phase one will be this up here. Phase two will be this. And then phase three will be the mortgage. I'm going to go into more detail about that when I go over my debt payoff plan for 2022. So that will be in an upcoming video in the next couple of months, but this is where we're at right now, guys, and I'm so, so happy. So give this video a like, comment down below how you're doing with your debt. I would love to support you guys as well. So go ahead and let me know what you're at, what you're doing. Give me some positive feedback, and I'll be happy to return the favor. So hope you guys have a great day. Bye.